Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. This is a knife that many people have been very curious about for a very long time, including myself. Thank you so much to Benchmade for providing this knife for review and unboxing. Thanks so much to my patrons for supporting me, and please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. Depending on when I upload this video, when you're watching it, this knife will either be available or it'll be up for pre-order. Either way, I'll link it right down below so you guys can check it out. It does help my channel when you use my links, but that's entirely up to you. I've already opened this. I'm going to tell you guys right now. Curiosity got the better of me because it came in on like late Friday afternoon. And I was like, oh, I'll unbox it on Monday. And it was like Saturday night. And I was like, you know what? I really want to look at that one. Before I open this, just understand, I think I knew in the back of my mind that this was small, and I just didn't look at the specs, or I just refused to think about the measurement of it, right? And I know 100% as soon as I open this, a whole bunch of people are going to have the exact same reaction, right? I think we all have to remember, we knew that this was small. We just didn't calculate it, right? So I'm trying to be fair here because I think I understand their idea. This is the full immunity. Then they make a partial immunity, or they're going to, which is even smaller. But boy, I was not quite prepared for the size of this. Wow, that is very little. Now, you know, I know people are going to get up in arms. That much money for that small of a knife? Yeah, there's more to it than that. But I get it, right? I get it. It's little. I do like that texturing. That's really, really nice. Just regular, you know, lipped steel liners. This is aluminum, and this is CPM M4, right? Very utilitarian shape, and certainly one that is accommodating for people who live in different areas, dealing with different laws. Of course, we have the general ambidextrous nature of the lock. So I think the idea behind the immunity, and especially the auto immunity, is to be able to provide an ambidextrous knife that is not pushing past, you know, some of the, for whatever reason, persistent draconian knife laws that still exist in the United States. And for those of you who are watching outside of the United States, I have absolutely no idea why your country's laws are the way that they are. They make absolutely no sense to me whatsoever, right? So I know that the vast majority of American people have it a lot easier when it comes to pocket knives, but so this is apparently the large one. If you like small knives, I think you'll like this. Holy crap, is it expensive, right? Now, this is another thing people like to jump and poop all over. People like to hold hands and, you know, form a circle and group poop together. That's just what people like to do, right? Benchmade knives are made in the United States, and while, you know, some of their quality control, I would say over the last decade, like the beginning of the decade, right, for counting the last 10 years ago, is a little bit, but it's been progressively getting better, now to the point where their fit and finish is incredible, right? They are making knives in the United States. Some people have a hard time getting around the idea that United States or U.S. manufacturing when it comes to folding knives is actually that much more expensive than other countries. It is. It absolutely is, 100%, right? We also have to consider that Benchmade has a ridiculous warranty, right? Ridiculous. Where a lot of other companies providing, you know, better materials have little to zero warranty whatsoever, right? And they're manufactured in usually China. All that being said, though, Benchmade, big fan of your stuff. This is cool. A bit underwhelming for the price tag. We got a lot of small knives now. And while this will certainly be the perfect knife for somebody, price aside, at the moment that I got this out, the moment I got it out, I thought, why didn't they make an actual full-size version of this, right? I mean, they have, like, you could say, well, that's technically, you know, like the bailout, right? Now, I want this. this, but I want a full size. I mean, hold on. Let me measure it. Where's my freaking measuring tape? Okay. It did come with the lanyard, too. Okay, so it's a 6-inch knife, and it's about 2.5 inches of blade and 2.25 inches of cutting edge. Yes, we have, solved a legal issue for many people, certainly. And it is actually, a pretty nice little utilitarian. It's almost too short to easily manipulate with at least like when it comes to my hands, right? The handle is so, let's go with the bug out. The reason this one's so much easier to manipulate is because the length of my, the distance between where this is bracing up against my palm to where my fingers want to land to manipulate the lock, it's very natural, right? And on a larger knife, it's even more so, right? Everybody's hands are different. My hands and a lot of people's hands, this is just going to be, you have to sort of really crouch pinch. I don't know how else to, you have to really crumple your hand, right? Now, your simple day-to-day sort of utility style cuts, yeah, this is perfect. And, really, I love how this looks. This is a beautiful looking knife. It really is. I'm trying to give credit where it's due and be, as I usually am. I'm trying to be honest here. This is cool. The price, I think, is wow. Just yeesh. All things considered, right? It's really hard. It's really, really hard, right? To back this thing up when Microtech does the MSI for $250, right? Or Hogue and ProTech are doing a lot. I mean, they've got good warranties too, right? I don't understand where the price tag for this comes from. I'm trying to be fair. Just because it's small doesn't mean that it doesn't cost a lot to make. It still does. CPM M4, right? Which they're hardening from 62 to 64. Yeah, even if it does come in short, it's still expensive to turn into a blade, to sharpen properly, to heat treat properly, and they've got this nice coating on it. The machining on the aluminum is really nice. I mean, this is contoured, right? I don't know if you've, watched anything from Transparent Knives on Instagram, but the equipment required to create a contoured scale, whether we're talking G10, aluminum, titanium, obviously titanium is going to be the most expensive of the 3 to mill, but that equipment is not cheap. It's not cheap at all. It's very different than just a flat scale, right? And, I mean, you could probably just looking at this, you can tell it is expertly machined, right? I still think it's a bit too much, and I would very much like to see a longer one. I think in my head I don't know why, but I just thought this knife was a bit bigger, and I just knew it was wildly, I don't want to say wildly overpriced, just way over where I think I would be comfortable paying. But yeah, I'd like to see like a 7.5 to 8-inch version of this. Exactly, like with these contoured diamond textured scales. I love that. I think it's really cool. I think this is the nicest looking version with kind of the bronze and the gray. It looks awesome, right? I just want it to be I want a full size version of this, and I think they should include one in this family, right? I don't know what you call it, since this is the full immunity, the other one's the partial immunity, the fuller immunity. I don't know, but yeah, it's little. I am going to carry it and use it so that I can be fair when it comes to the review. First impressions, though, it's an extremely well-made little knife, and it's so little that it's a little bit awkward to manipulate, and the price really doesn't make me feel like, had I bought this, I wouldn't be like, wow, I feel so good about this. That's not the initial feeling, right? Again, even considering Benchmade has an incredible warranty, they really do. Yeah, so let me carry it, let me use it for a bit. I'll give my full comprehensive thoughts, or my full thoughts in a full comprehensive review a couple of weeks down the road. Thanks again to Benchmade for sending this in. I think that's going to be it today. I will link this guy right down below. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe, because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.